There we go. Little bass right off the bat. Got some decent numbers of sunfish in the last bait video, but I just wanted to relax today, so I'm going to try some fly fishing, some jig fishing, see if I can get into some more pumpkin seeds and bluegills. Here we go. Yeah, might get into a few baby spawning largemouth too. There's one. Just had another pumpkin seed fall off. Just working a little fuzzy black dry fly with a pink tail on it. You know, when I was bait fishing the other day, the thing that inspired me to do this is when I was bait fishing the other day, I had a pink slip knot on a free line, and I was just working night crawlers, just dragging them over beds. I was getting some good numbers. I got, I think, 252 fish that day, or something like that. But I had a little pink slip knot on the line that kept hitting it instead of the night crawler once I got shy. Nice decent pumpkin seed, 8 1/4, 8 1/2. There we go. I feel the fly line pretty easily, so you gotta set the hook on them right away, right when they start to take it. And I don't really want to, you know, I don't plan on getting in any numbers today. Not trying to have like some efficiency day here, just want to relax, have some fun, catch some bluegills and pumpkin seeds. There's a nice little bluegill. Decent sized one, average probably. You know, so far this ain't much worse than the bait in terms of how slow it is, you know. It's a pretty good method. Oh, I might have to switch out flies or something. I've had 2 or 3 now pop off the hook on the way in. So it's pretty hot action with these flies. This ain't bad. Another, I don't know, 7 1/2, probably 8-inch bluegill. Not very tall in the back though. Next cast, got another one. Man, I love this. I love sunfish fishing so much. I mean, I really love all panfish, but I used to do this a lot years ago. Just fish for bluegills and pumpkin seeds all the time. 150 days often, you know. It would just be one of my favorite things to do. This is a nice quality gill. Hope this one doesn't pop off. It's a good one. Yeah, nothing huge. Not really a big one, but quality one. No, 8 1/2 inch or 8 3/4 maybe. Little guy. Yeah, it's a small gill. No, actually it's a pumpkin seed. Sometimes it's hard to tell when they're still out there. Yeah, another 7 3/4 probably. Just gonna keep moving around, working the shoreline, looking for new fish. Oops, pulled the wrong line. Yeah, little gill. Little pregnant one. Right on the edge there. Just sticking in his face. Aggressive pumpkin seed. Nice. I love fishing for pumpkin seeds and bluegills, both of them. Pumpkin seeds are so pretty. They're usually like a little thicker and taller on the back if they're the same length as a gill. They just get a little more shoulder to them. I know there's some gills in this spot. There's like a little school of them, but they're real shy. I caught a lot of these fish 2 days ago on that 250 day. They were getting real spooky towards the end. Yep, another bluegill. Now about 8. If they aren't shy, they usually come to it. They usually swarm all over it. Hoping to get into some nice sunfish by the end of the day. I'll probably get more aggressive towards sunset. Yeah, that one's probably just a tad smaller, maybe just under 8. A lot of these guys are eyeballing it. I'm watching them. They're real spooky. There's a bunch of them right there. Probably caught most of them the other day, but out of this spot. But a lot of times if one goes after it, the other ones will get jealous, even if they're shy, and then they'll slam it right after. There we go. Gotcha. Teased him into it. There we go. Little guy. They're hitting it super light. You can just see that the end of the fly line just jiggle a little bit. I can't wait for it to go out because they'll drop it before they run with it. Like unlike the ones over there, these ones are extra shy. Oh, another little gill. Nothing big yet, but a decent number, I guess. Especially considering how shy these guys are. I mean, I swear I caught most of these guys the other day. I hit the spot 4 times in a row. Each time I don't know, pulled out 10 or so, just out of this spot. He's spitting it right away. There we go, got him. Just by the skin of the lip. He was super shy. Or she was, whatever it is. Man, pretty fish though. He's touching it, he's spitting it super fast. There we go, got him. Don't want to sore mouth them or else they'll stop hitting. You get one chance pretty much when they're this shy. I had a feeling fly fishing would work. Ever since I saw him nipping that pink piece of yarn I had on my line when I was freelining the baits. There we go, that gill's bending it pretty good. Sweet. Got one of the decent ones at least. At least it's not one of those tiny ones. Yeah, that's an okay sized one. Whoa! Keep skin lipping him. He's got like sores on his side. Weird. Yeah, he's probably about 8.5, I'd say. It's a pretty tall humpback. Super aggressive edge pea-seed. He just swarmed all over it, man. There's one right there. Oh, that's not the one I was going for, but I'll take it. There's 2 in that nest. I didn't see him. Is it gill? Cool. Just catch and release fishing today. I'm throwing all these guys back automatically, you know, right after I unhook them. Just totally fishing for fun. I'm not sure if I'm explaining everything so great. I'm Having a hard time choosing my words. I'm tired. All I got again last night was for sleep was a nap in my truck. Trying to do too many things. I'll tell you what, this is a little more fun with the fly rod than just trying to crank out some numbers with a walleye rod. To be totally honest with you, this is a little easier than I thought it would be. They're just all over this fly. I think they'd be smarter, but you know, then again, I did hit it 4 times in a row last time when I was bait fishing, and every time, if you just give them a little bit of time to rest and return back to their normal patterns, they will. And then they'll hit again soon, you know. They'll get less shy if you just give them a little bit of space and time. And this is where it's at. I don't care how easy this is, it's still a lot of fun. That's all that really counts. This guy was right close in. Picked him up off a bed right there. There's a lot in between the beds too, chasing each other around. And sight fishing these things is so much fun. Watching them turn on it, especially the aggressive ones. Picky ones are tricky, but these aggressive ones, just watch them slamming and ripping on them, setting the hook. It's great. God. More enjoyable than bait fishing. There we go. You know, a lot of this is timing. I could probably just put a piece of yarn on a hook and still do pretty well, I would bet, you know. But the biggest thing I think about this is making sure to hit these fish, you know, one pod at a time, and then give the pod you just hit a little bit of space, and then go back and hit them again. You know, it's all about timing, and the timing is important because they'll become less shy over time after some of their buddies get ripped out of their beds. Now they'll forget about that, and when you hit them again, you catch those other fish that you spooked. Like, this is kind of an example of what I'm talking about. I hit over here for 10-15 minutes, and that's right after I hit over here for 10 minutes, and I left this spot alone for that 15 minutes. I was fishing only over here. Now I started casting back over here again. I'm getting a fish a cast again, even though they were shy 10 minutes ago. It's those ones I didn't catch that got spooked because the other ones around it got caught. Those ones became less shy again. It's all about timing. I'm going to keep walking the shore down a little bit soon, get on some new fish, but I'm going to hit the spot again on my way back through, and I'll probably get more fish out of it after I let these guys settle down for a few minutes. That's usually the way it works. Just give them a little space, and then this one you didn't catch yet, we'll start biting again. Alright, new spot. Pretty easy first fish. Gotta keep them out of the junk there. These 2 pods right here are like bluegill communities. It's pretty much all bluegills in them I found the other day. There were some nice ones in here. I'm hoping to get at least one nice one by the end of the day. I'm just fishing this evening because I got here pretty late. You know, I started fishing at 3 something. There's one. I just lost another one. Maybe I'm pulling on him too hard, I don't know. This hook on this fly is really small. Might be like a size 12. It's these skin-lipped ones that rip off real easy. It's a decent gill. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, he's like 8 3/4, pushing 9. Probably not quite there though. Probably 8 3/4. There's a lot in close there. Oh, that was a little guy. He swarmed it. Yeah, it's just a baby gill. 5, 6 incher. And probably a 5. Tiny. Another little guy. Just a little bigger. 6.5 maybe. Still really small. Yep, just looking at it. There he is. That's a decent one. That one was right in close. Nice pumpkin seed. And they're loving this fly. First fly I put on too. They probably would love any fly, I'm guessing, you know, that fits in their mouth. Just based on what I saw the other day with them hitting that yarn I tied on my line. They're just real aggressive. Maybe I can get this guy right here. Probably. He's looking at it. Yep. There's another decent one. That's a nice one. Cool. It's more like what I'm looking for. Nothing big, but quality gill for sure. Keep getting him by the bottom jaw. It's weird. He's probably solid, at least 8 3/4, I'd say. You know, it's a decent gill for sure. There you go. That last one was the first 9 incher of the day. I swear, back in the day, you know, 5 years ago, when I used to do this a lot more, I'd get those 9 inchers every week by the hundreds. You know, 9, 9 1/4, 9 1/2 would be a dime a dozen. Be like the average fish would be 9 1/4. Usually when you move to a new spot, you get hits right away. And they start to wise up, especially if they've been fished for in the same week, you know. I hit all these guys so hard the other day. I'm probably catching a lot of the same fish I caught the other day too. You know. There we go. Another gill. There's one. Another gill. It's a decent gill. That one's worth beaching. I feel like lifting him and having him pop off. Yeah, he's a quality one. Another 9 incher. Right around there. Probably right dead on 9. He's about the length of the last one. Last good one. I don't know what I got there. Maybe a crappie? Oh, cool. Unexpected surprise. That is awesome. Nice black crappie. Now 9, 9 1/4. It's right off that brush right there. It's probably a spawner. Late spawner. There's one. All about timing. Hit that spot 5 times already. And just wait a couple minutes for him to become, I don't know, on a normal pattern again. And they start hitting. It's an okay sized one. A lot of 8, 8 1/4 today. Yeah, that one's probably 8 1/4. Nope, not in the junk. Nope, not in the junk. Shoot. Trying a yellow and pink fly quick. Some of them are interested in it. Working my way back down. Switched to a yellow popper quick. I saw one rise for something and this guy picked it up. This guy's missing an eye. Weird. One of his eyes is blind. And he inhaled it. Barely fit that in his mouth. Just a little pocket of them right here. Switch to a small black fly again. Just to work my way back with, because that was the hottest color so far. The brights weren't doing quite as well. Another 7.5, 7.75. Another little guy, even smaller I think. Just a few edge fish. I don't think these ones are bedding, they're just hanging out by that branch there. Just a little bit of structure, concentrating them. Pocket of fish right there. There's a little guy. Another little gill. I swear these things remind me a lot of people. You know, the shy ones only want it when their buddy has it. And they swarm over it and fight over it. Super greedy. There's one. It's fighting a little harder. Okay sized gill. I'd rather just catch 8-9 inchers all night, not 6 inchers. I'm just going to keep moving along if I see little ones. Working my way back down. I haven't hit over there yet. Should be some fish active over there. I'm hoping these couple spots get hot again around sunset. Sunset usually is peak feeding period for gills. Usually get some good numbers around then, and sometimes the best ones of the day. The big ones. That should be a fresh pumpkin seed right there. Should be. Yep. Awesome. I've been keeping the camera off on, you know, for some of these clips, not showing the hook sets just to try to save camera memory and battery in case it gets better later. And barely skin lipped. There you go. Finally picked up a little guy, man. These ones are so shy. There's a bunch of beds here, but these guys are just the shyest ones of them all. Yeah, tiny gill. Man, if I had $1 for all the fish that fell off today. Another little gill. Another little guy. Yep, another little gill. Even smaller, I think. Shoot. Yeah, a little bit smaller. Working for the fish at this point. Ain't as easy as when I started. That's a nice pumpkin seed. See, I wish they were all like this. Nice solid fish. That's a good solid 8.5 at least, but real tall in the back too. Oh, good fish. Heavy for its length. There we go, another little guy. A swarm of little guys out there and a few big ones in between. Not big, but you know, quality ones. There's so many shy ones here, it's just ridiculous. You really have to work them hard. I'm picking them up, I'm just picking them up slower than at the other schools of them. Really got to work them. Yeah, another pumpkin seed. Maybe that's a hybrid. Maybe not. Not sure. One just rose right there. There we go. Yeah, another smaller guy. Little bluegill. 7 inch or 7.25. Wrong one, hit it. Looking at a decent one and a tiny one grabbed it out from underneath him. I just lost another decent gill. That one's a little better at least. It's not 6. You know, if you're keeping them, that's like the bare minimum filleable probably. 7.5 or so, 7.75. And these flies are aggravating. I probably lost as many fish today as I've landed. Friggin' tiny hooks on them, they just pop off way too easy. Took a 1/4 mile hike to check out this patch, already lost 4 fish. I've got a little guy. Little gill. Gosh, man. These guys on the edge are so educated. Except for that one. The one right next to it though, man, he had it in his mouth 4 times. He's so good at just biting the very end of it to test it out. It's a decent pumpkin seed, I guess. 8-incher. Finally got this one on. Sore mouthed him a bunch of times. Another decent pumpkin seed. I thought it was a bluegill down there. It's hard to tell. The water's kind of murky and cloudy. And the fish stirring it up. That's not a bad one. Got some shoulder on him. Not very long, but tall in the back. There we go, another gill. That's a nice one. Decent, I guess. A day like today, this is a nice one, put it that way. This one just came off the same bed. Either it's the female or the other one, male or female, whichever one the other one is, or it's the same one. And I haven't been catching the same ones over again. I see them in there, but they're super shy, you know. Maybe this is the male of the pair? Not sure. Looks a little different, I think. A little slightly bigger. There's one. There's a decent gill. Switched to a black and yellow. Just wish I brought flies with number 6 hooks. You know, a number 12 or number 10 half cover of the yarn doesn't really cut it. I think I would have landed a lot more fish today if I did. But that's alright. Still having fun. Ooh, got a crappie. Cool. Oh wow, a nice one. That's the one that was around that stump earlier. That is so cool. Oh, not quite as nice as I thought. I thought it was a 1-foot-long one, but still quality crappie for around here, 11-incher. Nice black crappie. That was an aggressive strike. too cool. If you leave them alone just for a little bit, that's what I was trying to say earlier. Especially if you come back around sunset, there'll definitely be some that are less shy all of a sudden. Probably not the ones you caught already, but the ones that saw the ones you caught already. Be aggressive again. There we go. There's one, finally. Still working for him at this point. You know, it's not like it was the other day. The other day was just ridiculously hot. Especially towards sunset. I think I pulled 30 fish out of that 3x3 square. It was like that at every little point. But still picking up a couple decent fish. Having fun. Nice little pumpkin seed. And that black and yellow fly. Whew. Didn't even see that one coming. I was looking away. That's funny. I think I might head out soon. Either eat some dinner, edit some videos, or gear up for catfishing. I don't know. A lot of things I can do tonight. This is starting to slow down. I'm just picking up the remnant fish, you know, here and there. I think I did too much of a number on them the other day. They're just too educated. But this has been fun for sure. Alright. Might make this the last one. Just gonna fish up to that point there. If any more hit, they hit, and if they don't, they don't. Yeah, just a little bluegill. Oh, there's a bass. I saw him eat that. It's still starting to get pretty dark out here, but a little too dark. There's too much glare on the water, but I still barely saw him. I mean, like, too dark out for the polarized sunglasses to work right. Well, that's cool, I guess. Nice little largemouth. Beach him here. Oh. Yeah, probably like 12 and a half. Just a little guy. That one made a bad decision. Nice quality pumpkin seed. Probably around average size. Barely by the top lip. Yeah, he's like an 8. Around average.